Question number 3. If there was 2 of every animal in the ark, then what did Noah use to sacrifice? This is where we get all of the good unicorn jokes. Oh, you mean? Anyway, it's a joke. It's not really in there. So what's really in there, if you turn to Genesis chapter 7, in verse 1. Now in chapter 6, God had told Noah to build the ark. In chapter 7, God tells Noah, now go into the ark, you and all your household, for I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. And take with you, listen to this, God speaking to Noah, take with you 7 pairs of all clean animals, the male and his mate, and a pair of the animals that are not clean, the male and his mate. So 7 pairs of the clean animals, 1 pair of the animals that are not clean. 7 pairs of the birds in verse 3. Also male and female, to keep their offspring alive on the face of all the earth. Now the question, of course, comes up, how did Noah know the distinction between the clean animals and the unclean animals? Because we have no record of God telling him or anyone before him about that. It's not until many years later, in the time of Moses, the law of Moses, in the book of Leviticus in particular, chapter 11, not going to read that, but in Leviticus chapter 11, the law of Moses codified the difference between the clean animals and the unclean animals. The clean animals were those animals that were to be sacrificed, true under the law of Moses, true apparently here in the day of Noah. How did he know the difference? God must have told him. God must have told him. He just said, clean animals, 7 pairs. Unclean animals, 1 pair. The necessary inference, and we talk about necessary inference sometimes, but there's a necessary inference there that God at some point had communicated to Noah the difference between the clean animals and the unclean animals. And so that explains how it was that Noah was able to offer sacrifices, even though there were just a few animals on the ark. There were enough of the clean animals that he could use them to offer up his sacrifices. Good question.